It's 1 minute till showtime.
Good evening, folks, and a hearty welcome to our drive-in theater. We have a wonderful evening's entertainment lined up for you, one that will provide several hours of pleasurable relaxation and diversion for you and your family. Did you fail to dress up for tonight's show? No tie, an old shirt and slacks, a house dress? Well, don't give it a thought. We're glad you came as you are. We just want you to enjoy yourselves. Don't forget to visit our refreshment center during the intermission or any time. You love the tasty array of snacks we have to offer. So will the youngsters. Everything is quality and so good. We hope you'll make this a weekly visit. Bring the family. Bring your friends. There are always wonderful new pictures to see, delightful snacks to nibble, a gay, pleasant evening for all. Oh, a word of caution. Don't drive over 10 miles an hour in the theater area for your safety's sake. And Mom or Pop, go with the kids when they leave the car. We hope you have a wonderful time. And now, on with the show.
Well, hi, everybody. Happy couple days before Halloween. I'm Jim. This is my channel on YouTube. More sunshine, please. I do a little live stream hangout about this time every week. How are you? I'm all right. Coming up on the show, I've got a new Reese's candy I've never seen before that I'm going to try in a little bit. I'm going to drink some coffee. We'll play a game. I've got a top 15 list. But before we do any of that, I like to celebrate the first 3 people that make their way into the chat here. So I play a little music. I play that thing behind me. There it is. And then I play this. And I go to the chat. And who knows where it leaves off or picks up. I don't know. But at 6:33 this morning, Donna Jaworski earned the gold medal. Our silver goes to Fiji 93. Happy Halloween. And our bronze, Paul Eichenlaub. That was at 8:50 this morning. Our silver was at 8:12. Anyway, congratulations on your fake medals. Thank you for being here. Earlier today at 1:21, Mr. Fulton Mraz, but I understand. I think you're back. I don't think you were on the whole time. Mark Langenkamp, hello. There it is. Richard was 6th. Michelle the Quilter, how are you? Mara Memphis, always a pleasure. Happy couple days before Halloween. Happy Mischief Night. Is that anything like what we had in Detroit, which was Devil's Night, which was the night before Halloween? They don't do that so much anymore, and that's probably a good thing. Movie Mania Nick, hello to you. Movie Mania Nick defeated me in fantasy football this week. I had a couple of severely underperforming players. You never know. Congrats. Here we go. Sorry. There's Pepper Tree Villa. 701. Okay, now we're... Okay, everybody's here. There's Ben. More on Ben in just a moment. And there's Mr. Fulton Mraz. Oh, thanks for the intro. My own Ed McMahon in the chat. Thank you. Oh, there we go. I didn't remember that. Okay. Thank you. And there's the other. Okay, wonderful. Thanks. Expedition Greg, I hope you're well. How are you? Jay Nashville. Not late at all, right on time. Sorta. Oop, there we go. Sorry, that jumped. I think I'm caught up for now. We got 20 in here right now. Thank you, everybody, for being here, hanging out. Get that back here. before we do anything else, I had mentioned Ben from Pepper Tree Villa, and that's because I will be joining Ben and Charlie from the Disney Nerd Herders on the D&G Explorers YouTube channel, because we used to do a thing a little more frequently. We still call it Five Foolish Mortals. Do I have it? There it is. And I have a sound with it, too. Anyway, we're getting back together for tomorrow's D&G Explorers live stream. I think it's at 8 p.m. Eastern, but I didn't really confirm that. I just went with it for the thumbnail. Anyway, we're going to carve pumpkins, and Greg's going to dress up in bloody makeup, and it's gonna be a Halloween Shocktober extravaganza. So that's coming up tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, on the D&G Explorers YouTube channel. What is it? Five Foolish Mortals. And we're back. Yes, I am wearing a shirt I made 27 years ago with all our logos. I think that's available on Amazon. What's next here? Oh, okay. Let's do that. Let's get this unpleasantness out of the way. I like to talk briefly about some football teams that I've been following. And we'll start here with Florida State University, who, can I just remind you, last year, undefeated in the regular season. This year, different story. They ended up losing again, this time to interstate rivals Miami. The Hurricanes won 36-14. Florida State has dropped to 1-7 on the year. And it's just not getting any easier watching the Seminoles play football this year. So we're looking forward to baseball season when it comes to them. Right? Yes. Okay. What else we got here? Oh! University of Michigan. Some better news here. They ended up playing interstate rivals Michigan State, and they won 24-17. And what you see in front of you is the team hoisting the Paul Bunyan Trophy. They play for this trophy every year. Michigan, the winner of Michigan and Michigan State, gets to keep the trophy for the year. And then the winner of the next football game gets to take it or keep it, whatever. And I guess they've been using that trophy as a trophy for the victor of that particular game since the 50s when Michigan State entered the Big Ten. That's what I read. I couldn't remember. And, all right, so now what do we got? Let's go here. NFL football. I've been a Detroit Lions fan for as long as I can remember. And that's not true. I first remember watching the Detroit Lions when Gary Danielson was their quarterback. And that was just before they drafted Billy Sims, and then he was the big marquee player. Anyway, how did the Detroit Lions do? Fairly well. This Sunday, they beat the Tennessee Titans 52-14. And, it was weird to watch because as a lifelong Lions fan, I can count on one finger the amount of times there have been a Lions blowout victory. The picture you see in front of you is a victory dance touchdown celebration of Amon-Ra St. Brown and Tim Patrick, wide receivers, doing the Thriller dance. Some players did it last year as well when something good happened on the game before Halloween. Anyway, Lions won big. They play Green Bay next. That's going to be a big division game for them. Okay. What now? Let's just talk a bit more about Five Foolish Mortals. Tomorrow on the D&G Explorers YouTube channel, me, Ben from Pepper Tree Villa, Charlie from the Disney Nerd Herders, and of course D&G Explorers. We're going to get together and celebrate Halloween the only way we know how. Actually, I don't know how we're doing it, but we're going to be together on the live stream and hanging out for about an hour or so, and I don't know. It should be fun. It usually is. It always is. What am I saying? Anywho, I'll be bringing that up to remind you about it throughout the show. I have been ignoring the chat. I do apologize. Here we go. So sorry. And I am Surf Bum. Hello, Sherry is here. You Pepper Tree Villa folks got to come in at the same time. Everybody's getting sick of your chime. That's not true. I love it. I'm going to play it again just for giggles. All right. Next on the docket, on the itinerary. Oh, good. I didn't realize I had this so soon coming in. I've got a new Reese's peanut butter cup treat I'm going to try right now. On my way home from work, stopped and got gas. When I was done filling the tank, I went into the convenience store. It happened to be a 7-Eleven at this one. Just to see what they had. I didn't really have anything to eat today on the show. Not that I need something to eat every week, but I need something to eat every week on the live stream. So went in there. I figured they're going to have the same old stuff. Was I wrong? There was a brand new, I go right for the Reese's. And there was one I hadn't seen before, or if I've seen it before, I've forgotten about it. If I've had it before, I do not remember. This is Reese's Chocolate Lava Big Cup. Milk chocolate and peanut butter with chocolatey filling. Can you see there on the label? Underneath the peanut butter, they've got which it looks like a dark chocolatey filling. So I don't know about this. So we've got milk chocolate, of course, and then it says chocolatey filling, which means it's not real chocolate, right? Why wouldn't they just say chocolate filling? Are you with me? All right, so here it is. I put it in the fridge when I got home because when I come out here, it's awfully warm. And when I have chocolate out here, it usually melts quickly. Although it's only 78 degrees right now, which is pleasant, but still a little warm for chocolate. Anyway, let's crack this open. I imagine it's going to be pretty good. And it's the big cup, so the ratio here of chocolate to peanut butter it looks like a normal big cup, right? Okay. Yeah, it's still cold, so I hope I didn't make a mistake. There we go. I can't taste the chocolatey filling. Maybe I need more. There's not a lot of it. If I didn't know that there was chocolate lava, I don't think I'd be able to tell. I should have a one without and one with and compare that way. That's just an excuse to eat more Reese's peanut butter cups. But I'm all right. Oh, maybe I should stop playing them. I mean, it's delicious. And maybe it's there slightly. Hang on. Simba 2, hello. I think they can keep their lava. It's I suppose I can taste it a little bit, but it's certainly not prominent. The peanut butter is still there, which I'm grateful for. I can't not eat the rest. Yeah, it's wonderful, but and I'd rather have not enough of the chocolatey filling than too much. It's fantastic, but you don't have to go out of your way to seek it out. I would need to do a side by side, one right after the other, to be able to tell a difference. It's that minuscule of a difference. I again, oh well, it was great though. Thumbs up. All right. I just want to remind everybody about not that. That was my flash drive. That's what I'm talking about. Five Foolish Mortals, tomorrow on the D&J Explorers YouTube channel. Me, Ben, Charlie, Derek, Gregory, and me. Twice. I don't know. All right, now it's time for coffee.
Great coffee is easy, Mrs. Olson.
Coffee's for closers only.
I set high standards for myself. I set high standards for my coffee.
Picks you up, calms you down. It's the lifeblood that drives the dreams of champions.
Maybe the fridge did cool off the lava. That is brilliant. I didn't even think about that. Today's coffee in the More Sunshine Please coffee mug, provided by Donna Jaworski. Thank you very much, Donna. We are now back to using our Keurig. So I am back to using the Keurig cups that she so generously sent our way. And I wanted to find a coffee. It was a variety pack of coffees. And I wanted to find a flavor that was Halloween themed, kind of. And I've gone through so many of them. There was probably a better option than this. But I went with the name. The name is kind of Halloween-ish, sort of. Today I'm drinking the Maple Sleigh. I mean, poked a hole in the... You can't see the S. It's maple-flavored coffee, but Sleigh. I figured that's kind of Halloween-ish, right? So here we go. Smells great. Wonderful. Thank you, Donna. As always. I'm going to do something a little different this show. I'm going to play two intermissions today. The first one is right now, and since it's sort of my Halloween show, I figured we'd play an old spooky movie trailer like they would do at the drive-in movie theater. So I'll be back in 70 seconds.
I'm Vincent Price, and you're invited to my party in the house on Haunted Hill, where so far the ghosts have murdered only 7 people. So won't you come and make it 8? You'll see human heads without bodies. Mysterious pools of blood dripping from the ceiling. The walls move slowly in against you. Don't try to escape, you can't. Are you ready, dear? The ghosts are waiting, so won't you join me in the house on Haunted Hill? Hurry. or you'll be late for your own funeral.
Well, that was fun. Vincent Price. I've seen that movie. I've never seen the, there was a remake of that. I don't know, a dozen years, probably longer. It's probably been 20 years now. I've never seen it, so. But that one's campy, awesome. Well, of course. Again, Five Foolish Mortals tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Halloween Extravaganza. Okay. Next. Yes, that did that. All right, I guess it's time. Let's play our game, Chronophoto. Okay, this is the game where they show us 5 pictures. We have to guess in which year each picture was taken. The closer we are to the correct answer, the more points we get. If we get the answer correct, they give us 1,000 points. So 5,000 points is a perfect game, and we've done that a couple times. We're looking to do it again, and ideally without the help of Google. We're going to use our own brains, maybe. Anyway, we can guess anywhere from the year, I'll show you, 1900 to the year 2023. All of our guesses are somewhere in there. And here's our first picture. Let me make it a little bit bigger for you. There. I'm still here. Okay, I don't know if we've had a Disney photograph in this game before, but we have one right now. I was excited to see that pop up on the screen. So here we go. Let me go back to the comments. It's Joey's World. Hello, Noah's here. Rachel is here. Hi, everybody. Okay. Okay, wrong tab. Here we go. Okay, this appears to be the Magic Kingdom. That's the castle at the Magic Kingdom. And they have Mickey Mouse trapped in a glass orb. I don't think that's what's going on. But anyway, yeah, it's parade time. And we've got Mickey throughout the years on this particular float. And, oh, there's the genie back there. Is that Aladdin and the carpet? I don't remember this parade. I never saw this one. I'm not a huge parade person, but that's okay. This appears to be the 50th anniversary celebration of the Magic Kingdom, which opened in 1971. 99 days, if I may say, after I was born. Okay, so I'm sure a lot of you have seen this already before I pointed it out on here, so you may know the answer. I will say this, though. The 50th anniversary celebration went on for multiple years. I don't know when this was. The way people are dressed, though, it's not particularly cool. You know, it's not hoodie weather, sweater weather. The leaves on this particular tree in the foreground are a little thin. I don't know if that's seems to be opposing clues here from what I've mentioned. So it's hot, but the leaves are gone. I don't know. Maybe the tree's just dying. I'm not sure. But it is the 50th anniversary celebration. I don't know when they removed that. So this... Wasn't this installed right before the pandemic and they kept it on through 2021, which would be 50 years. And didn't they keep it on till 2022? So was this castle, did the castle look like this from 2020 to 2022? I don't know. I'm going to zoom out and then go to the chat. All right. Oh, is this Disneyland? Do I have my castles mixed up? I can't tell. Yes. Right? This is... All right. I don't... Jim doesn't know what he's talking about. He's high on fake chocolate. Let's see. Well, PTV says 2005. All right. Noah says the 50th and then corrects me by saying, no, 50th in Anaheim. Noah says 2005. Wait, what are we laughing at? 8 inches of snow. Oh. What a macabre story. Perfect for this time of year. I'll give you one of those. Next. Okay, 2005, because I trust the chat. Yeah, I think I will too. 2005. Paul says 2002, though. Michelle says 2022. Let's see. I was in Disneyland on July 17th, 2005, and I think everyone is correct, 2005. Well, that's it. Why am I continuing to... 2005, survey says. That is correct. It was 2005, and it was Anaheim. Let's move on. Huh. All right, this one's not going to be as easy, but I'm sure we can get this. Let me zoom in. First, to the gentleman in the foreground. Everybody's wearing the same hat. Again, when I see people dressed like this, the first thing I think of is Titanic, because that's all I know. Let's see. Holloway's Pills and Ointments. Pears. The Westbourne Grove and London Bridge. I'm just reading the signs on this cart. Horse-drawn cart, by the way. Bovril. I don't know what that is. Did somebody write a date on this picture? No. Amory and Loader? Or is it Amory? I don't know. Cool lamp. Neat flag. So this is London, right? There are automobiles and horse-drawn carriages sharing the road. It is a paved road. I can't see a year on the license plate. I don't even know if it has a license plate. But is this, is this before, perhaps, World War I? Is it after? I'm not sure. But this lady, she is... well-dressed. I don't know. I was lost there for a moment. I'm back. I can't see... Okay, what is this? The... something company. Well, All right, let me zoom out and go to the chat. Marlene, welcome in. Chris is here. Hello. Oh, Ben, thank you. That is the Magic Kingdom. You know, okay. Thank you for clarifying. I thought I was losing my mind. Mom and Dad, hello. Did I say hi to Marlene? Hi, Marlene. I can't remember what I said 30 seconds ago. Okay. I think our first guess is 1910. We have a 1918, 1920, 22. 1890 is a bit before our parameters. Mark says pears, referencing the pears sign. So this isn't the Great British Pear Shortage of 1922. I just made that up. I like it. PTV says 1903. We have another 1910. A 1909. 1910 is the only one with multiple guesses. And I like that as well as anything. Let's try that. Let's go 1910. This way. 1910. My thumb's ready for the sound effect. Here we go. Survey says. Not a bad guess. 849 points. The actual answer was 1908. And if Paul rearranged the digits in his guess, he would have gotten this. So close, yet so very far away. What do we have now? 1,849 points. Let's go to picture number 3. We are at some sort of expo or LG display. Experience LG Cinema 3D World with a single pair of glasses. Okay, so LG Cinema 3D World is something. This is the introduction of it. If anybody remembers that or knows of it, they probably know the answer. Are these people wearing the glasses that they're talking about? Is it a particular pair of LG glasses? Can it be any glasses? Probably not. But they're not all wearing the same glasses, are they? I don't know. Someone taking a picture of the crowd. Guy in red doesn't have the same glasses. Huh. It looks to me like this gentleman's lanyard has the Mexican flag on it. Am I wrong about that? I don't know what that tells us, but it looks like the Mexican flag to me. Let me zoom out. Oh, I see shoes. Anybody have these shoes? I do not. Ooh, a bag. Does the bag tell us anything? Another bag. Just cool design. I can't read it, though. That's not the Mexican flag. It's the Italian flag. I don't know what it is, but I don't know where they are. I suppose the color scheme on the lanyard has something to do with their location. I don't really know. Trying to read the lanyard. I can't really. There's, am I missing anything? Mary Ellen, hello. All right, let me go back. I think our first guess is 2012. A couple of 2012s, actually. 2010, another 2012. A 2013, another 2012. 2010, 2008, 2011. A lot of 2012s. Let's go with 2012. Here we go. Nope. 2012. Survey says. Hey. It was 2012. We have 2,849 points. Let's go to our fourth picture. Okay. This looks familiar. Have we had this picture before? If not, have we had a similar picture, perhaps? This looks like it's perhaps a college course somewhere. Types of corporate entities, a business class, using a current version of PowerPoint. My screen over here, I've got PowerPoint on the monitor behind me. That's what it looks like. I don't know who that guy is. Students wearing masks. Not all of them. It's not a requirement, but some of the students still feel more comfortable wearing a mask in this environment. So I'm guessing 2021 or 22. '21. My guess is 2021. I see a Dunder Mifflin shirt there on the left. Crocs. Those have been around for a few years now. Popular among students. Personalized Keds? I don't know what kind of shoe that is. Doesn't matter. Anybody have this laptop? There's a smartphone. A couple of them. Well, did I miss anything? I turn to the chat. Let's see. I should go back here a little bit. Okay, I think our first guess is 2021. In class with masks, indeed. 2020. 2020. Is that Jim? No. That guy's thinner than Jim is. 2022, a few 2022s in a row. 5, in fact. 2021, another one. I kind of think it's 2021. I had to wear a mask in class until 2022. So, but not every place did. I don't know where this is. Nobody's wearing their school gear to help us out. Did they paint this classroom school colors? If so, is this Penn State? I don't know. It doesn't matter, but well, maybe it matters. What were the rules at Penn State at this time? I don't know. 2022, 2021. Sherry says 2022. Man, I can't remember what we did in the school where I work in 2022. 2021 was certainly masks. And we're in Florida. But they're not required. Certainly the instructor does it. I'm going to say it's a bit later. 2022, maybe. Yeah, I think more of you said 2022. So I'm going to go with that. That's probably a good call. Survey says, hey, good job, everybody, or most of you. We have 3,849 points and one more picture to go. We can get a really high score here. We've got a lot of bullseyes here. I see a game of stickball in an alley. Let's zoom in. Well, I think I should just maybe zoom in on the car. Anybody know what car this is? I do not. Well, everybody is enthralled with this game. I've never played stickball in an alley. I don't know what else we can glean from this picture. A lot of hats. I think the car is our big clue here. And I'm lost. Dad, a little help here? Even spectators in the field of play here. Come on, get out of the way. Is somebody famous playing stickball with these kids or something? I don't know. I'm going to zoom out. Go to the chat. All right. I think our first guess is from Noah on this one. Cherie, hello to you. I hope you're doing well. Happy Halloween. 1946. 1934. They were all betting on it, no doubt. That's a good call. This game of stickball brought to you by FanDuel. Stickball, 1928. Yeah, Mar, that's a good point. It's seemingly all adults, or are they, I don't know. I don't know the circumstances. It's very popular. Why would so many people, adults, grown men that should be working, why are they so interested in this game of stickball? I don't know. And the camera is elevated here. I don't know if this is from across the street, out of a window in a building across the street. What is going on? Is this a movie? Is this a scene from a movie? I don't know. Probably not. Let's see. Let me go back. I think I've missed a lot. 1928, 1935, 38, 41. Hello, Dean. How are you? 36. The bookie must be in the car. Indeed. All right, I think my dad says somewhere between 27 and 31. And, I mean, who knows when the car was purchased? So I might go later in that range. I mean, it could be, oh, who knows? Let's see, 22. Is it a lunch break? That's actually a good call. That might be very likely. Hey, Frank, are you going to go down to the cafeteria? No, I'm going to watch these kids play stickball for my lunch. I don't need to eat. No, I don't know what's going on. Something big is going on here. Okay. '22s, 32s, 34. I think I've made up my mind. We're going to go 1934. I'm going to guess if this car is from maybe 31 that it's been around a couple of years. And I think we're ready. Survey says, ooh, 34. Who said that? Wait a minute. What did I guess? Did I say 34? What did I put down here? Did I screw this up? Let's say I think I screwed it up. I've been paying too close attention to other things. I'm going to play the celebratory "We Got It Right" music and say we got like 4,800 points. I chose 31. Thank you, Mark. Okay. But we know how we did. I think we got 4 out of 5 things right there. I've done that before where I screwed up the choice here. Okay, let's take an intermission. I've got what I hope to be a fun and humorous top 15 list. I'll explain what it is when we get back from the intermission. I will see you in 32 seconds. Another reminder, tomorrow I will be on with Charlie and Ben and Derek and Gregory on the D&G Explorers YouTube channel. We're going to get together and celebrate Halloween. It'll be a Halloween October celebration live stream, sort of. It should be fun. Looking forward to it. Okay, today's top 15 list is about bad Halloween costumes. Now, I want to explain about what, if you're not familiar with what Ben Cooper is. Ben Cooper was a company, one of the big 3 Halloween costume companies of the middle of the 20th century, from, say, the 40s to the 80s, really. There were 3 companies. I have this to show you. This is, you have Collegeville Costumes, Ben Cooper, which is what we'll be celebrating today, and a company called Halco. They all made a similar type of Halloween costume for many years. Now, Collegeville and Halco were around first, maybe even started in the 30s. And then Ben Cooper, that company came around in the 40s, and they all for a while made Halloween costumes. The vinyl Halloween costume for kids with the thin plastic mask with the elastic string on the back. You know what I'm talking about. Those of you that are my age know what I'm talking about. That sort of costume was popular until the 80s, and then it died off when everybody realized these suck. But they were fun. When I was a kid, it was exciting to see what was out there, what was available. So today, Ben Cooper, which was the big company, the one that was the most popular, because they were the first ones to get into licensing other characters. It wasn't just the generic goblin or witch. I believe they started in the early 40s, and one of the first things they licensed was the likenesses of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, which were probably awesome costumes. And normally I don't like to go negative, but I do like to go funny. And I'm thinking, hopefully, you will find this top 15 list sort of humorous. So, let's go. Number 15. And by the way, I did not scour the Ben Cooper catalog. I really just took the first 15 I thought were questionable or lousy. The first one, number 15, popular in the early 80s. This is a Pac-Man costume. Now, again, it's a vinyl smock with a plastic face mask. Now, Pac-Man, if you recall, is just a yellow ball with a mouth. I don't recall there being red eyes on Pac-Man anywhere, but I mean, they had to do something with the mask. They couldn't not do a Pac-Man costume, right? So that's what they came up with. And by the way, all of these Ben Cooper costumes, it's not like they were, and you'll see. As a matter of fact, let me go to the next one. I'll get it ready. They didn't, the smock, the vinyl smock did not mimic what the character was supposed to look like. It was usually the face of whatever character it was and with the name written on it, as if people, the mask was so bad, people couldn't tell what it was without you putting the name on the costume itself. Number 14 is a television character popular in the 1970s. Was it popular enough to warrant a Halloween costume? You tell me. This is the Mr. Cotter Halloween costume. And again, if you were to do a true Mr. Cotter costume, he'd be wearing a corduroy jacket with elbow patches and a tie. You know, I gotta say, though, the mask for Gabe Kaplan isn't bad, but the smock is horrible. I think there was also a Vinnie Barbarino, the John Travolta character. I believe there was also a costume for that character. I get that. But this is a teacher character. What kid wants to be the teacher? You could be one of the cool students or the teacher. Anyway, that's number 14 on the list. Number 13 is a one of the generic costumes. And it's I came across this picture and I thought, that's horrible. Now, certainly most of these pictures are recent pictures of these old costumes and old boxes that the costumes came in. So I don't know if this mask always looked like this or it's been well loved. This is one of their vampire masks. Now, what's with the red triangles above the eyes? I guess it's sinister. I don't really know. But doesn't a vampire require fangs? I don't see the fangs. There's kind of one long tooth there on the right, but it looks rounded to me. I don't know what's going on here. Did they soften the vampire image for children? I don't know, but this looks horrible to me. And one of the older costumes, I think this is maybe from the 1950s, but I can't be sure. I've abandoned the chat. I'm sorry. If you're just joining us, we're counting down the top 15 worst Ben Cooper Halloween costumes. Ben Cooper, if you're wondering, started out a Hollywood costume designer and then got into this and went strictly into Halloween costumes, as far as I know, in the 1940s. And that lasted, that company, the Ben Cooper Company, lasted until I think maybe the 90s. Anyway, the Halloween costume company Rubies, which is a current company, purchased the Ben Cooper name, and they have recreated some costumes. And I'll get into one of those in a moment. Number 12 on our list is maybe the most ridiculous. I say that, and then 7 more of these will be more ridiculous. Number 12 is from the TV show Love Boat. This is the Captain Steubing costume. And again, that's not a captain's uniform. Instead, they've got illustrations of the cast of the Love Boat on there. Now, this one doesn't have Captain Steubing's name, but you know, the captain is wearing the hat, right? So that's kind of a silly costume. Now, I know with the benefit of this time having gone by and anyway, I'm looking at it from 2024 thinking, what kid wants a Captain Steubing? Now, maybe I'm wrong. I'm sure kids did wear that, and maybe some of you did. I do not know. Captain Steubing looks like Laurel and or Hardy. Oh, it does look like Stan Laurel. I see what you... Little bit. I did come across a... one of these companies had a... I saw a picture of a Hardy, Oliver Hardy. I don't have it here, do I? I don't know. Okay, what's next? Number 11 on our list is a corporate mascot. Popular, I guess, or actually it was just, I don't know if it was popular, but it was around in the 80s, mid to late 80s. This is the costume for the Domino's Pizza Noid. Avoid the Noid. I remember the ad campaign. I don't know what the Noid represented other than, I don't know, I guess bad pizza. And Domino's, the Noid was their, I guess a mascot, but it didn't represent the company. It represented what the company wanted you to avoid, like bad pizza, I guess. Anyway, the Noid costume, again, picture, like look at the Noid. He's got a big capital N on his chest. That's all you had to do here. I'm sure people in 1987 could figure out, oh, that kid is dressed as the Noid. Not happening. They had to put the name and a picture of the Noid on there so you could tell what it was, I think. These are silly. Number 10 on the list. Now, I got to tell you, this isn't one of the worst costumes, but it could have been so much better. From Happy Days, this is the Fonzie costume. Now, Fonzie was cool, but this costume is not. As a kid, wouldn't you rather look like you're wearing a cool leather jacket than a lobster bib? I know I would. But Fonzie was cool, and I'm sure this was very popular, and a ton of kids wore this. But it could have been so much better. And frankly, the mask isn't bad, but the smock is where we take points off. You know what I mean? All right. Sticking with not cartoon, TV characters. This one is head-scratching. Well, maybe not really. I'll show you and then I'll talk about it. At number 9 from Fantasy Island, not Mr. Rourke, Tattoo. Now, I guess kids wearing this would be the same size as Tattoo? Hervé Villechaize? Is that his name? Again, you've got the mask. Why do you have to put his face on the rest of the costume? There is a bow tie, though. So they were moving in the right direction. But, I mean, Mr. Rourke was the cool, mysterious one. But kids were, the size of the partner, I guess, of Tattoo. Oh, well. That's just silly to me. All right. We're sticking with TV characters. And this one, we haven't had any costumes specifically made for girls. I guess anybody could be the Noid. I don't know. I mean, anybody can be anything. But This one is our first female television character, and it is Granny from the Beverly Hillbillies. Look at that mask in the box there. That is frightening. Now, I guess that's not bad when you're talking Halloween. And this is an older one. This is from the 1960s, so they haven't, they're still finding their way, the Ben Cooper Company. Now, this looks nothing like Granny from the Beverly Hillbillies. Granny was much thinner, and you had Granny was endearing. She was funny. This costume is not funny, endearing, or in any way similar to the way Granny looked. I guess the cloak, the poncho or the shawl, I don't know what that is. But again, it looks like a fast food bib to me. What are you going to do? All right, let's get into the music industry. Number 7 on our list. Late 70s, early 80s. Big, very popular band here. There are 5 or 6 members of this band. 5 maybe? Anyway, I'll just show you. This is a costume of the Village People. I wasn't able to find all of the Village People. I was only able to find one. The Biker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 6. There are 6 Village People, right? I know that because I'm looking at the costume. Nobody knew what this guy's name. That's why his name's not on the costume. But again, this guy's got a cool leather jacket. Let the kid look like he's wearing a cool leather jacket. Anyway, it's kind of silly, but not as silly as number 6. Another TV character, but not a human one. And not one you would think, oh, my kid wants to wear this costume. I think I'll get it for him. Flipper. Now, I don't know if you can tell, the mask, though, Flipper's looking off to the side. So one eye hole looks like it works, but the other eye hole is in the mouth of the dolphin. And what I'll say about this, though the costume doesn't look like a dolphin at all, at least it's got sleeves and legs, I suppose. But, yeah. Dolphins don't have legs. Anyway, it's Flipper. Number 5 on the list is, and I'll tell you, the mask isn't bad, but again, it's all about the smock, the rest of the vinyl costume. This is Yoda. Now, Yoda, if you remember in the movies, he was just wearing a potato sack. That's pretty much it. You don't need Yoda's face on the costume when you're wearing his face as your mask. And again, they put his name on there as if you didn't know that was Yoda. But wouldn't this costume look so much better if it were, it looked like Yoda's garb. Now, I do want to show you, I mentioned that Rubies bought the Ben Cooper name. And recently, they came out with adult costumes, like a blast from the past, throwbacks of some of the old Ben Cooper costumes. And one of them, I'll show you, here's the old Yoda costume. Well, they have a new Yoda costume for adults. And here it is. That's what it looks like. It's larger, of course. But what I find endearing about this is the smock. It's the same image as the old Yoda costume there. I think that's kind of cool. It's bad, but it's for this, it's pretty cool. And And again, as long as you're looking at the person wearing the costume head on, you don't know that it's just covering the face. That looks like a pretty neat costume. From what I understand, they also have Darth Vader, C-3PO, and Stormtrooper costumes. And I'm sure they have other costumes as well, throwback costumes like that. And I think they're available at Spirit Halloween. Okay, number 4 is a bit different than all of the others. Ben Cooper, the company, had a number of Spider-Man costumes, which were very cool. And I think when they purchased the Marvel license for Spider-Man, I think, was a little-known character. And then it had its own cartoon, and it blew up, and it was very cool. Now, there are a number of Spider-Man Ben Cooper costumes, but none as bad as this one. This is the Spider-Man costume poncho with topper mask. What does that mean? It means you're not even covering the whole kid's face. It's just the top. Like Spider-Man, couldn't be easier to get this right. The other Spider-Man costumes I saw covered the whole face. Why doesn't this? I suppose if you want to more easily eat your candy while you're trick-or-treating, you get this costume. And by the way, the poncho, it's not... What's cooler than Spider-Man's outfit? Just, why do you have to make it a poncho? And Spider-Man wasn't the only costume that was made into a poncho. What's... are you using this also as a rain poncho? Because I guess that would work. The only thing I can think of is when I was trick-or-treating up in Michigan as a kid, sometimes it would be very cold. So you'd get your costume on, and then you'd have to wear your winter coat because it was that cold outside. So having a poncho to put over your coat, I guess that's easier. I guess that's the only thing I can see where the poncho would be more ideal. It's not, though. It's dumb. Okay. Number 3, back to television. CBS. I don't remember what day the Dukes of Hazzard came on. I remember kind of watching it, but I didn't watch it a lot. Boss Hogg. Complete with the stars and bars. There was I believe there were also the Duke brothers, the Duke boys. They also had costumes, but kids want to be law enforcement, and Boss Hogg was he the... No, he wasn't. Wasn't Roscoe the sheriff? Boss Hogg was, I don't know, was he mayor? I don't know. And I assume this was probably a popular costume, but I wouldn't want that. I didn't want that when I was a kid, so it's just silly. But not as silly as what I found to be number 2 on my list. This is a game show host. I know. So you're thinking, what game show in the 70s would have a character that the Ben Cooper company would want to make into a costume? Well, it would have to be a pretty eccentric game show host. They've got that here with the host of The Gong Show, Chuck Barris. Now, I mean, he was a character, but and if you're just going to go with putting their names and faces right on the smock, it doesn't matter what character you make a mask for. I mean, the costume could be anything. Do you know what I mean? So I get, Chuck Barris would wear a number of hats, I guess, and that was one of them. This was funny to me. Who would have thought? I have recently, I watched clips of The Gong Show recently because I found out that the band Oingo Boingo, before they became popular, before they hit it big with their song Dead Man's Party and others, that's frankly the only one I can remember, they were the Mystic Knights of the Oingo Boingo, and they were on The Gong Show. And I think they won. That's what I remember. And Danny Elfman, who went on to score lots and lots of movies, a lot of them for Tim Burton movies. He was, of course, the frontman of Oingo Boingo. So he wrote the theme to The Simpsons and all that. Anyway, so that's why I recently watched a clip from The Gong Show just to see them perform on there. And I hadn't realized that. Okay, that was number 2. Number 1. I'm just going to show it. This is a game. It's a costume of a game. The Rubik's Cube. Now, most of our costumes, I think all to this point, had face-shaped masks. Even the half Spider-Man mask was a semicircle anyway. This they made a flattened cube into a mask like that. It just it didn't protrude out much. They left room for the kid's nose, but that was it. Some eye holes, of course, so the kid could see. And then the costume isn't a cube. It is just a smock, a vinyl smock with a picture of a Rubik's Cube on it. I mean, yeah. So that's number 1. I thought that was funny and silly and the rest. Speaking of funny and silly, I will be on the D&G Explorers YouTube channel tomorrow with Ben, Charlie, Derek, Gregory, and we're going to hang out. We're going to celebrate Halloween. I hope you can join us tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. I hope you found this fun and interesting and silly. Again, those were bad costumes, but when I was a kid, they were the bomb? They were tops. Most every kid, it seems like half the kids, wore those costumes, and it was awesome. So I'm glad we had that. Okay, everybody, I will see you tomorrow on the D&G Explorers YouTube channel for another edition of 5 Foolish Mortals. And then, until tomorrow, good night.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.